Hey guys, Dan from P1 Tuners, and I just wanted to come to you guys tonight to talk a little bit about our tunes and the performance behind them, because what you guys just saw was a Gen 2 Coyote with a single turbo gap the heck out of a supercharged C7 Corvette, and also an NA Gen 1 Coyote reel in and pull a supercharged ZL1 Camaro, and the Gen 1 Mustang just has a cold air intake and an exhaust. So how are we able to do that? How are we so much faster than everybody else? Well, I'm going to talk to you guys about that tonight, and we're going to dive into the tuning side a little bit deeper than we normally do. So for starters, when you guys work with us and you get a tune from P1 Tuners, it's going to be fully customized to your car. And when I mean customized, we take it all the way down within 1%. And what that means is you're probably going to get a tune, a car that's more dialed in than it was from the factory. And how in the heck can we do that, you might ask? Well, what happens is, guys, these cars are set up from an air to fuel standpoint and a fuel trim standpoint to be within 5 plus or minus. From the factory, they're usually a lot closer than that. But the problem is as you get into different barometric pressures in different environments, whether your car's in Nevada or it's in New York, it's gonna react differently. And the Ford Logic uses fuel trim data from the O2s to adjust the fuel trims and bring your car within spec, within AFR spec. So what we're gonna do is customize your car to where you live now, and we're gonna fully dial it in by turning off all the adaptives so we can get a raw data point, really accurate and true data. And then we're gonna dial your car in within 1%, and then we're gonna turn everything back on, and then we're gonna really turn up the power. And so back to the videos you guys just saw in terms of how we're able to turn these cars up so much and make them so much quicker than everybody else, is because we're looking at things like fast recovery rate on ignition timing. So as in the Gen 1 ZL1 Camaro, Gen 1 Coyote ZL1 Camaro video, the Gen 1 Coyote has a really quick, fast ignition timing recovery rate. So as he gets into tip-in, when he goes into wide open throttle on the roll, his ignition timing is ramping much faster than stock, and his shift recovery rate is much quicker as well, because we usually advance those things. So every time he goes through a gear and timing drops, his is recovering really fast compared to the Camaro or anyone else he's up against that hasn't adjusted those parameters. So we're really diving in deep. We're setting ignition timing to feed the car as it likes. So we're setting up the ignition timing map to ramp in more timing based on fuel and octane ratios. We're really cranking up the torque tables and the torque inverse tables and really getting those set just right, so your car can really be unleashed with the power it should have. We're getting the air to fuel set just right, because too rich is usually not good, and obviously too lean definitely isn't good. So you want a good blend in between that's going to really give it the amount of ignition timing that we want without any knock. We're also taking a deep dive into the transmission and adjusting torque ratios there, shift points if you're a 10R80, and a whole host of other parameters within the trans. We're dialing up your cams as well, so we're dialing up the optimal cam angles. So one of the neat things about the Coyotes is they actually have logic in the variable valve timing to adjust your cam angles. So you can get a cool ghost cam chop at idle if you'd like, while also getting the performance benefits of the cams at optimal performance when you're in wide open throttle. And so that really gives you essentially the same performance gains as adding aftermarket cams to the car. So we can tune that right in, and we're going to do that in your custom tune to really crank up the power. And so how that works is there's a host of set points at different RPM ranges on where the intake and exhaust cam angles are set. And so we have a ton of research on the dyno here at our shop of running these cars at different cam angles with different setups in terms of intakes, exhaust, superchargers, NA, fuel, E85, regular 93, and we have a lot of that data. So We can apply a lot of that to your car. We can also do virtual dyno in the field to get a good feel if we have the right cam angle set for maximum power. And so we're really going to dive into your car, and it's going to be fully customized to your liking, to what you're looking for, if it's speed, if it's fuel mileage, whatever it is. We're going to fully customize it for you guys, and it's going to be the fastest car on the street, pound for pound. So if you're ready to really turn things up, reach out to us. Our website's www.p1tuners.com. You can email me direct at dstel@p1tuners.com, or you can just reach out to us on Facebook. We've got a Facebook page as well. We'd love to help you guys out. We'd love to turn up the power in your car. So if you guys are ready to go fast, let us know. We're here.